Hey guys, welcome back to A Quick Cuppa. I'm Billy, and for those of you at home who can't see me and are just listening in, Lauren and Christy are not with me today, so this is a solo ep, kind of magical, just me, you, and our 10 minutes together. So first off, I don't have much to talk about other than what's going on in the world of pop culture, naturally, so I thought I would read through some of my favourite celebrity headlines, give my 2 pence, and just share what's going on in the world of celebrities. First off, Naomi Campbell shocks fans after making surprise appearance in new trailer for Miley Cyrus's new album. Moment silence for the excitement. I know that Lauren would be screaming, and I know that Christy would be asking, who's Miley Cyrus? Who's Naomi Campbell? So I'm glad I don't have that to deal with. But Miley hasn't done anything since she released Flowers, which was obviously phenomenal. Huge success around the world. But it kind of stopped there, and I just wanted more. Huge Miley fan ever since Hannah Montana, and this project looks fucking cool. I don't really know what it's going to sound like, but the visuals look really exciting. She's got some celebrity guests, maybe some more. Maybe she's trying to keep things hush-hush. But Miley is in this kind of era that I'm obsessed with at the moment. She's reclaimed her brown hair. Gorgeous, giving me like Miley Cyrus from Hannah Montana era, which I'm obsessed with naturally. And I think this is going to be really, really epic. Comes out in May, and I won't be able to shut up about it until then. Forbes says, yes, Snow White is bombing at the box office. Oh, I do feel really sorry for Rachel Zegler because I love her. I think she's so sweet. She gets a lot of hate, which I think is really unfair. I think some right-wing medias, obviously, I don't want to say it, the Frailly Frail, like to claim that she's too woke. She's kind of this, she's everything that right-wing media hates, which is opinionated, strong-minded, independent, and it's everything I love. So for this movie to be flopping, I feel really bad for her because she's worked really hard. She's incredibly talented, and she kind of just came up out of nowhere after being spotted on YouTube. This is like her second big project after West Side Story. I did see the film, and I'm not surprised it's flopping. It wasn't that good. Like Keen Bean went on Friday, sat down with my popcorn, me and my flatmate, and a row of kids behind me, and I felt incredibly uncomfortable. But it was there for the plot. It was just really bad. Is
that the only reason people hate her?
In interviews during the lead up, during production of the film, she said that she was reclaiming Snow White's role. She wasn't waiting around for a man. They were done with that kind of story of Snow White. This was a new story about a woman reclaiming her power. And obviously right-wing media hated that. But also if you look at all the other remakes of Disney princess movies, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Maleficent, all the actresses have said the exact same thing. They've all said that these stories are dated. These stories came out in they were written by the Grimm brothers, like centuries ago, and now they've been retold in animation formats that were very dated. 1939 was when Snow White came out, the 50s, 70s, and 80s. So the way we view women in film is so much different now, and you can't just tell that story exactly as it was because that's just retelling old tropes and old stereotypes that nobody has time for anymore.
Do you think that there's maybe Disney fatigue? Disney fatigue remakes.
Yeah, I quite like them. And again, the Disney fan base is so huge that surely that's all they're tapping into. And young kids, new audiences. I guess the average person might be done with it. Do we need this story? This story's been told 1,000 times now. It's quite nice for nostalgia. That's the main reason I went, because there's all these classic songs you want to listen to. There was new songs, which is exciting. And Disney has huge budgets, so you expect it to look incredible. And it did. And some of the songs were good, but it just I think there were too many peaks and troughs. Things kept going wrong with it. Things just didn't stay consistent, which is a shame. So that's my 2 pence on Snow White. Next up, we have Katy Perry divides fans after addressing wild conspiracy theory that she is JonBenét Ramsey.
What?
This is crazy.
Is this real?
This is real.
What?
There was some weird conspiracy theory on TikTok, Instagram, where some man had AI'd a picture of JonBenét Ramsey and morphed it into Katy Perry. And it was to the song Wide Awake. and with the caption like "Wake up," etc. And people on the internet, as crazy as they are, some started to believe it, some just loved the drama of it. But she also replied to it, and she was like, "What am I?" And like fed into the drama. Like, maybe for those of you at home who don't know who JonBenét Ramsey is, I actually only know because I had to do a video on her last week. She was a beauty pageant that went missing in the 90s, and then her body was found in the basement of her parents' house.
She's very much dead.
And she's very much dead, but the parents never got, I think the parents were acquitted of charges, if that's right. So there's a lot of drama. And
they don't know who it is, basically. But there's a lot of
fan theories, but like conspiracies around how she died.
I don't think the parents had anything to do with it. They did get acquitted, but it's a weird one.
It's very weird. And I think it's very, that's just dark to kind of draw that comparison.
Yeah, to Katy Perry.
I think Katy Perry is like 4 years older than what JonBenét Ramsey would have been anyway. I only know that because I saw the comments. But I was just like, sometimes I love the internet for that, but and also I'm like, okay, I need a break.
You're fucking
that
wild.
is too much internet for one day.
Yeah.
That reminds me of those paintings of like old like 16th century like artists, and then people are convinced that it's like
Oh, I love those.
Keanu Reeves, for example.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, yeah.
I love those. Maybe they are doppelgangers.
Who
Maybe
knows?
the Illuminati could be recreating its favourite people. So for this part, I'm going to react to a dilemma on my own without the backup of Lauren and Christy, because only my opinion matters. I'm coming out to my mum today. The only problem, she's been dead for 5 years. I never got the chance for her to see me for who I really am, and while talking to my boyfriend for the 1000th time about it, he must have finally snapped because he suggested doing the most absurd thing in an attempt to get me a little closure. Getting some close friends round this evening, lighting some candles and contacting my dead mum via a Ouija board he's found on Etsy. I'm completely in two minds about whether this is crazy or actually a good idea. So I guess what I'm asking is, do you think contacting my mum in the afterlife to tell her I'm gay is a good idea or a possible reason to have me committed? Oh, this is quite sad, really. I really feel for you because that must feel like a burden. Everyone wants closure in that sense. I wouldn't do it with a group setting. I don't think it needs a group setting. Maybe you need the moral support. The Ouija board, I think, is a little bit gimmicky, not going to lie. I would write a letter and burn it, maybe on a balloon. People write letters on balloons, sometimes lanterns. Something that feels physical helps you feel like the message is being received. But I don't think you're crazy for wanting to, get that closure in a way that only feels natural to you. I'm very lucky that I still have my mum, and my mum has known about me for years. And I feel like that would be something that would haunt me as well if I didn't have that closure. So I completely understand that. But I think you should take the time for yourself. I don't think that doing it in a group setting is the most healthy thing to do. But I think some people might find it funny. Some people might not take it seriously, which will then also maybe corrupt the experience for you. So do it maybe even without your boyfriend. If your boyfriend's sick and tired of you talking about it, there's nothing wrong with doing something on your own for yourself. Take that time and do whatever feels right for you.
Have you ever done a Ouija board?
I always want to. I'm really, really keen to. A part of me does really believe in the afterlife. And none of my friends want to because they find it creepy. On Halloween, we cast a manifesting potion.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? For what?
Can't tell you, it won't come true. I had loads of Halloween decorations and this old cauldron. So after about 12 Halloween cocktails, we wrote our manifestations on a piece of paper, burnt them and put them into the cauldron and charged them because it was a full moon. Mine hasn't come true yet.
Oh my God, I immediately want to do that though.
Yeah, I know.
Next Halloween.
A lot of my friends, I have a couple of friends who really believe in charging crystals and charging energies and stuff. So out of all the religions, I feel like that would be the one I would want to be part of.
Pagan.
Okay, we've had a submission. I wish I could be a sub or a kinky as a single male cross-dresser. Has this come from female, male? Do we not know?
I don't know.
No. I wish I could be a sub or be kinky as a single male cross-dresser.
Yeah, what are you making of this short submission.
I actually think there's nothing wrong with them. Maybe follow these urges, explore Grindr or some of the other dating apps that allow you to express yourself a little more freely. Go for it. No one has to know. And then what they don't know don't hurt them. I'd definitely like to know more about what it is that's holding you back and what it is that's made you feel like this was a safe space to talk about it. Maybe a little bit without giving your identity away, like who you are, what's stopping you. I think a lot of people have those urges, but a lot of those people will just act on it. So I'm interested to know if there's any hurdles that we can kind of help you overcome.
Yeah. Because otherwise we can't advise.
No, there's no advice other than to just say, just go for it.
Yeah. But thank you for sharing with us.
Yes, thank you for sharing with us. It's always a safe space. Thank you for watching. If you don't know by now, it's a very safe space here. There's no judgment. We love it when you write in or send us a message, or you have something to share, or you have a problem you need help solving. It's something we really love doing. We want to help you, and we want you to enjoy us. Okay, it's a two-way transaction. You can contact us at teaatfour@junglecreations.com via email. You can send a carrier pigeon to 49 Studios in London. That won't work because that's not our address, but you get the picture. Reach out, talk to us, maybe even comment on one of the posts or on Spotify. We see it all, and we're always more than happy to talk and engage with our lovely, lovely audience. Until next time, goodbye.